what it will be and what it won't. It's your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan. I'm coming to you live, direct, and correct with some news that you can use. And I want to say before we get started, thank everybody for subscribing to this channel, following the channel, commenting, hitting the like button, and just being who you are. Because without you, there is no Cowboy Huddle. So I just want to say thank you. And as we grow into a bigger Cowboy Huddle, we're going to continue to talk about nothing but Cowboy information. And also remember, we also have a Facebook page called the Information Booth. You go on Facebook and check us out. On Facebook, we basically load up these same videos and we put them on Facebook with more detailed information what's going on with the Cowboys. So anyway, with that being said, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Basically, I'm at home right now and just hanging out. As you can see, this was the 14th week when we played the Eagles. We won. But anyway, so yeah, I put that back there. Like I always tell you guys, don't y'all get caught up watching the game, because I will block the view. But anyway, I do that at the same time to say, just kind of show a little highlights on last year's season. So I got some notes. I'm not going to keep you guys long, but, just so much going on. Like I say, we're at the point now we're reporting on a weekly basis. So I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. So let's go over some of these Cowboy notes that I got. First of all, I want to say that the offensive line is looking really, really good. Okay. With Travis Fredericks back in there and Zach Martin and the rest of those guys being back. Hey, excuse me. It's been nothing but a solid brick wall. Not a Trump wall, but a brick wall. Get it? Anyway, yeah, it was a wall. So, but yeah, they're looking really good. Point out the fact, man, that saw Tristan Hill lined up over was it? I think it was O'Connor. And no, it was Travis and Zach. And basically, he just got washed out, man. He got washed out. But what you expect, going up against, these guys here. But also, Tristan Hill is also working with the second squad, which is we all knew that this was going to happen. Let's talk about Garrett. Jason Garrett said he's really excited to be back playing football. Okay, so anyway, I was going to report this, but this was before it happened. But they did have Sean Lee playing on special teams. But we all know about Sean Lee now. Once again, he's hurt. Sean Lee is hurt again. I know, cuz I already know what you're saying. But, yeah, that's money we could have used somewhere else. But we're going to just have to see what happened with Sean Lee on this situation, man. It hurts because this is money that we could have used. But they do have an individual that's stepping in, and he's from Nebraska. His name is Lou Guilford. He's wearing the number 57. We'll have to see what he can do. But, man, I sure was looking for that three-headed monster, man, this year. But don't know if that's going to take place or not. But that's what's going on with Sean Lee. Excuse me, man. I'm dealing with these sinus and allergies. Weather's changing and all this stuff. But also, I did notice Charles Haley. Charles Haley has been at the facility, and Charles Haley has been working out a lot with Robert Quinn. Showed Haley, giving him some tips on certain techniques and whatever. But to say that, I did notice Robert Quinn, man. His technique is kind of suspect. What that mean, I don't know. Maybe he's not in football shape, but he looked a little sluggish several times. And just, the drills that they were doing and some of the one-on-ones, just, like I said, we're not going to overreact. We're just going to charge it that he's not in football shape. But, you got to remember, too, he's an older guy playing with these younger guys. So, yeah, it's expected. These young guys, man, this team here, I'm telling you, on both sides of the ball, man, this team is fast. And, everything they do fast, up-tempo. Their whole practice is surrounded by an up-tempo scheme. Everything is done up-tempo. They move from one drill to the next drill, which I remember when my son was playing. I noticed that. And they was practicing back then in the Alamo Dome and inside. But, man, I'm telling you, they was sweating like I mean, like they had just been drenched with buckets of water. But that's where they run their practice, all up tempo. But like I say, Robert Quinn technique was kind of suspect. I said it's still early, but they do got him working with the first team defense, which is a good thing. Let me tell you two guys that actually that's standing out to me, man. I'm gonna tell you these two guys. They are receivers, man. These two guys are lights out. They on fire. One is Jon'Vae Johnson. The guy can run routes. The guy is fast and he's big. And the other guy is Reggie Davis. Y'all look up Reggie Davis. Reggie Davis is wearing number 11. And Jon'Vae Johnson is wearing number 81. So y'all write those two numbers down. And also this other kid named Guyton. What's his name? His name is, I had his name. Come on, y'all know his name. Yeah, last name Guyton. Dang it, I know his first name. But his name is Guyton. He's wearing number 83. He's another one that's coming along. But I've been really trying to keep up with old Devin Smith. Devin Smith we acquired him from the Jets. He's wearing number 15. So y'all keep these numbers in your head, man, so when you see these guys. But Devin Smith, he's working with the third team. While Jon'Vae and Reggie, I think they're working with the second team. So, but I'm telling you something, man. We got competition at this receiver position. Also, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard looks good. Not sure if he's going to actually be a running back or if he's going to be on special teams right now. But the guy can catch, man. He looks good. He's working with the second unit. Darius Jackson is working with the first unit. And I think it's, who is it? My man, Weber. Weber's working with the third unit. But also remember that with the addition, they have picked up Alfred Morris. So I think I probably already talked about that anyway. Hope so. But anyway. So, yeah, Robert Quinn, I'm a little suspect. And I know I said he was a beast on the last video and everything, but it like I say, maybe just early. He's just not in football shape right now, but we'll see what happens. Notice this fourth quarterback that we brought in. His name is Taron Christian. And he had the opportunity to run some drills, man, and fumbled the ball one time on one series. Then he had another opportunity. He tried to throw the ball, and he threw it right in the ground. I don't even know if the guy's still on the team anymore, man, but that didn't look good, dude. We don't have no room for that, dude. You got to know what you're doing. Doing out there on that field, man. If you don't know what you're doing on the field, they ain't going to, because it's a competition. It's a competition, man, and they got this competition ready to rock and roll, and everybody's competing, especially knowing that Zeke is not not around. But so these running backs are, man, they hauling, trying to impress these coaches, because and that's one thing I say too, as far as these players, man, they gotta understand, man, that you can't take no plays off. You cannot take any plays off. You got to be a player that has a motor and have some toughness. You understand? That's the only way you're going to make this team, and you got to be good at what you do, because this is a professional level. This is not high school ball tonight, and neither is it college football. So it's professional. It's a job now. So this is your livelihood. So some other keys to practice I noticed. Man, I did notice, man, how I've been feeling about Kellen Moore. But let me say this about Kellen Moore. Dude, I'm seeing some things, man. I saw a lot of misdirection plays, and which was really cool. I mean, I'm noticing, they'll do a little handoff this way and then do a little rollout boot. Also, I'm noticing, they'll do a handoff and they'll get to have this legit sweep come around. I seen some jailhouse breaks, plays that they had ran. It was impressive. You can tell that there is some new twist to the offense. A lot of motion. Like I said on the last video, a lot of motion going on. Also, let's talk about the old man. The old man, Jason Witten. I saw a video this morning, man, when he was in practice. He snagged one ball, one hand. One hand ends on one hand. I can truly say, man, when I used to watch Jason Witten up close and personal, man, This dude, he's a big tight end. He runs routes really, really well. But, man, he's always had hands of cotton. Shh. Man, when the ball hits his hand, I mean, just like it just rolls and basically he's still putting on the show. So, once again, I'm really thinking he's going to be the one that's going to be used in short yardage, third down, and short yardage in the red zone. So that's what I really see Jason Witten doing. Let's see, who else is this? I also noticed during practice, Kerry Hyder, the guy we picked up from Detroit. The guy comes out extra early. Comes out, start working on techniques and a couple of drills, field drills and agility drills. Notice he comes out early every time, So also Charles Haley's been working with him as well. So that's a good thing. I did notice several plays that Kellen Moore was calling. A lot of crossing routes, which we hadn't been seeing. And he always used a running back if he's not blocking. He always uses that running back as a release valve, like on a little bubble or something, a little flare. We use him on a flare, so as a check down man. So he always has that option. Instead of Dak holding the ball or getting sacked, he can always dump it off, and prevent from getting hit. So yeah, I noticed several crossing route plays that they had going on, which was really good. Another guy that's on defense, number 33, Michael Jackson Jr. That is. Yeah, moonwalking all over them folks and doing that spin or whatever. But now I'm gonna tell you something about Michael Jackson. He wearing number 33. Michael Jackson, but he's a junior. But that's Michael Jackson's son. But anyway, this guy is good, man. This guy we picked up from Miami, along with teammate of his called his name is Joe Jackson. Can you imagine that? You got a Michael Jackson and Joe Jackson. You have to look into that. Might be a special year just because we got the two guys on our team. But this Mike Jackson, man, is really, really nice, man. Breaking up some plays, man. He's right there. I mean, he got good technique. He's a ball hawk, and he's very physical. I mean, Mike Jackson, I like him, so, which is a good thing because we got a couple of guys that's DBs that's up for negotiation talks at the end of the season, like Anthony Brown, and, we still talking about Byron Jones, which I know he probably won't be going nowhere, but it's several others that's up contract. But you bring these young guys in, and it might be a possibility that if we release one, we still have somebody. But he was one. Let's see, who else did I see? Donovan Alumba, I think that's his name. This guy here, I think he wears number 32, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is one of Chris Richard's one of his favorites. Guy, he's tough. I like him, so keep your eye on him as well. He's looking good out there in practice. Also, Cooper Rush looking good. Cooper Rush is looking really, really good. And, he been lighting that ball up, man. He been hitting them targets, big time. So, yeah, he's looking good as well. And I also noticed that, y'all know Tavon Austin is a little shorty. Well, I saw Tavon Austin walking next to Reggie Davis. So, basically, they the same size. So, both of them shorties. But this Reggie Davis was going up against, I think it was Jordan Lewis. But, man, I'm telling you something. Jordan Lewis was getting toasted majority of the practice. I don't know what's going on with Jordan Lewis, but he better step his game up, man. But, man, this dude been getting toasted big time. But, yeah, man, let me tell you. So, Reggie Davis come off that line, man, and ran a fly route. Dude, when I say he left the DB, and I'm not going to put that on Jordan Lewis. It was somebody else. But when I say he ran past this dude, now this is the dude that ran a 4.2, 4.3 in the 40. Ran past the DB and was wide open. Quarterback overthrew him. But, dude, this dude can fly. I kid you not. So, remember, that's Reggie Davis wearing number 11. Let me give you a real quick little information on his front line, his first defense. So you had Armstrong at Dorrance Armstrong at the left defensive end. You had Malik Collins. You had Antoine Woods playing in the middle, and you had Robert Quinn on the other edge on the right end. So they look good, man. I'm telling you, it's thick in that middle. Then I think you had Tristan backing up one of those guys playing the under tackle. So I got this written down here, number 97. Taco and Hyder, they're playing as the second group DNs, and man, once again, man, I don't think Taco gonna make it, man. Taco has no motor. Once again, Taco, and I really feel if he don't get his game up this year, they're gonna cut him. Taco would be cut. It's just like I say, his demeanor is terrible, man. Once again, but like I say, Kerry Hyder, he's looking pretty good, but they playing him at that defensive end, so. That's what's going on, but yeah, real quick, we already know about Zeke, but and we know Zeke is sitting out, but I don't really look at it as a big issue right now because, like I say, we're still going through the training camp. My main concern is that he is he's in football shape, and you really can't get him in football shape unless you're out there on the field. But I'm thinking that he'll probably sign before we actually get started in the season. But I thought about it, and I look at these running backs. Running backs are really treated really bad. They signed to a 4-year contract with the 5th-year option. And I think Zeke, what he's doing, man, he's making a move before he's hit with the franchise tag, because they can do that. He can get his 5th year, and then they can throw the franchise tag on him twice if they want to. So, Zeke is due to make $4 million this year, versus, he could sit out this year and probably, come back, next year and receive more with a franchise tag, which, be a lot more than $4 million. But I kind of understand, even though people say, well, he's still under contract. Yeah, he still is under contract, but you got to understand, man, the livelihood of a running back in today's football doesn't last long at all. So, I think it is. I understand we said it is bumping heads with Dak's contract and everything, and Amari and with things like that. But I think it is a necessity, man, because the dude have, been committing his body for this team. So it's business. It's business. Because if he doesn't do it, that's basically what's going to happen. They're going to give him that 5th year option. Then they're going to try to franchise him, And so he said, well, if that's going to happen, go ahead and give me my money now, and we can cross all that bridge when we get to it or whatever. But so I kind of agree with what Dak is doing. It makes sense. So I'm not Dak, Zeke. I kind of see what he's doing because, the longevity of running backs, once again, is not really that good, long. Also, big shout out to Will McClay, man. I got to give a big shout out to Will McClay because Will McClay is the one that's recruiting and scouting these guys that they're bringing in. And I must say, man, this is a great bunch of players that he has brought in and what he's building and the vision that he has for the Cowboys. So big shout out to Will McClay, y'all. Come on now. Y'all know who Will McClay is, right? So he is actually the recruiter and scouter for these football players that come into our camp. So once again, let me give you a little rundown of these numbers of the receivers and what number they're wearing. So Tavon Austin is wearing number 10. Amari Cooper, which y'all know, is wearing number 19. Michael Gallup is wearing number 13. Lance Lenore is wearing number 14. Devin Smith is wearing number 15. Reggie Davis wearing number 11. Jalen Guyton, that's his name, Jalen. I was trying to get his name. Is wearing number 83. I'm missing somebody. Number 16 is Cedric Wilson. Number 81 is Jon'Vae Johnson. So y'all keep up with those numbers. I just gave them to you. You got them first. Y'all got them from me. All right, got it from me. If y'all want anybody, how you know they not? Well, because G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, told me he knew all that stuff. But anyway, so I'm not gonna hold you up any longer, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. And they have practice today at 3:30, and the blue and white game is tomorrow. So I'll be looking and doing my research and watching these videos, and I'll come back and report. I'm gonna try to play some of these videos of the blue and white game if I can upload them correctly, But anyway, so with all that being said, don't forget to go to Facebook and check us out on the Information Booth. Nothing but cowboy talk as we do here on this video. And like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen, Captain. Deuces. Holla.